I did it again. I was speaking to the mute button. I don't, yeah. So if you haven't heard anything, I mean, you haven't heard anything. I was just coding up a new version of this logic that to me is way more satisfying than it was when I left it prior. So this is a good result. I am going to commit this change. I apologize for not having the microphone set to record. It was on mute just now, but that's corrected. And now we're going to move to trying this model that I've been talking about for so long. But first, let's make this commit. I just want to see if I refer to it in the other. Call it the two-phase initialization. And it was implicitly unwrapped. Okay. I won't be on too long tonight. What I'll do is I'm gonna go back on mute, off screen, and I'm going to make this model. Let me make sure. I'm gonna check my to-do list. Yeah. So these things are fine. I just got rid of that. We got, yeah, all this is gonna happen, but if you remember, I have a design for the model. The model itself is going to have, the bulk of it is going to be this array, empty array of letter guess objects. Then there's going to be a few functions to help us do some work. Let me step through that here. So the Wordle game model is going to have these properties. It's going to have some methods, and that's going to look like this. Yeah, I call it Wordle game model. That's wrong. there's probably a template here, but we're going to make this a class called WordleGameModel, and we're going to make this, rename this file to WordleGameModel. And in terms of its functionality, in terms of its properties, it's going to have, let's just copy this. Going to be I actually don't know how to yeah, there's no properties in this one. Maybe I'll go to GuessRow, I mean, to see an example. Yeah, let var, okay. These are the guesses. Now I have here this property called allowedGuesses, but I have since forgotten what that was for. Maybe I'll rewatch one of my videos. allowedGuesses. Can't think of what that's for, so I am going to delete this, and I'm sure if it becomes important, we will have that immediately. We will bring it back immediately. Okay, so it's going to have these properties, and it's going to have these functions here. And what we'll do is we'll make a test, just like these old tests here. We're going to go back to testing, and then we'll go and make, yeah, we'll go and we'll go and figure out these. Figure out how to put it into our main program, our controller. So these functions are these. There's going to be this init here. I guess it has to be public. Let me first do it this way. And then here, I think I had it be public. Then I made this public also. Just wanted to come up with that syntax. Then addNewGuess is the thing that will bring in a guess. I'm just going to once again use G. Oh, this is not going to return anything. And then the end message is going to be a string. So basically the model allows us to play the game, and that's going to be, it's an important architectural change, because now the game itself is encapsulated into a testable unit. The piece of code that will utilize this model is of course the controller, this main. Now addNewGuess and end message, I'm just gonna, I'm still thinking about, in the back of my mind I'm thinking about that aloud, but it's not anywhere here. So what I'll do is go off screen and fill this in, and depending on my energy, I'll probably stop at that point and just continue the next time later today. So first, let's commit this. It's already in there, so we'll just add these new changes. Okay, so I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to go fill this in as best I can, and we'll hopefully I'll remember to use the mute button properly. Second time that's happened in this entire stream, and it's, yeah. I'll be back soon. Hey everybody, put down some code here, and there's still though a few places where I was hesitating what to do. Number one, this use letters business, I didn't even populate that. We'll make that a to-do here. Populate for dim keyboard. Where I hesitated was this: when we're adding a new guess, we're appending it to the array, and here, oh wow, we got to update the guess row. Guesses last is going to return the element, and we're going to update that. It might be better, I think this may be clearer, it will match this. We can do let guess row equal this. Equal this. Then we'll append this into the array, and then we will update this though here, guess row, update row with the correct word, which is correct word uppercased. Then we'll put that into the array. So that feels a little better. Let's see if this compiles. If this compiles, we'll commit this, we'll call it a night, and we'll just try again. Yeah. See, this thing is doing all this stuff, preparing editor functionality, but it's like, what is it preparing? Because it seems to have been preparing for a while. That's not so bad. Func, and message. Cannot find G in the scope on where? Line 22. If guesses count equals 0, otherwise guesses. And let's see if this compiles, and if it does, then we'll do some testing tomorrow, some really good testing, and we'll start to relate it to the controller. But I think you can see what's happening. We're pushing a lot of the logic that was in the controller, we're pushing it back into the model. The controller is really just going to loop through. It's going to look an awful lot like this thing. It's going to look like this. While model is not finished, do this whole thing, and then there's going to be some code afterwards where it will check, did you win? And that'll be actually, I think I'm going to make that a function. Let's see if this actually compiled. Not yet. Return from all stored properties. So on line 16. Use letters. Oh. Then, yeah, non-initialize. And then missing return and function on 29. Yeah, so all of these all have to return something. So the logic here is the game finished? If the count of the array of guesses is 0, then it's definitely not finished. You've just started. Otherwise, go and get the last guess. Check if it matches the correct word. If it does, then it's done. Check if the guess count is 6, in which case you are done. Else, return false. That'll be the catch-all. And all this logic that's here at the end to print all this stuff out, this will be replaced by a function called winner or something like that. It's coming together. The model is coming together. It's starting to overlay this code in my mind. We know we need this repeat good input thing. This prompt we may just put inside of a function inside of the controller. But a lot of this will be cleaned up and really put into this area. And okay, great, so it built. Now I'm going to commit this, and oh yeah, there's one other. Yeah, let me get rid of this function here. Yeah, so I am going to get rid of this. Then the other add. Yeah. So, one thing that I also hesitated on, and you saw me go into this GuessRow here, I do this matches correct word, and this is the thing that checks whether or not the guess matches the correct word. But this does not work unless you do updateRow. So it's very interesting. updateRow is here, and yeah, it at the time I made these separate. updateRow is this, you put in these letters, it calculates things. Yeah. But this just calculates whether or not things are working. This is a mechanical step. It doesn't yield any, it changes the state, but it doesn't announce the state. This is the one that announces the state. So you almost could argue that this must be called first before matches, and there probably could be some logic here. Certainly there could be some documentation. So I am going to add the documentation here, namely matches correct word. I don't know what the convention is for Swift, but we'll learn it. Yeah, returns. This feels like I leaked something. Like updateRow, it's almost like matches correct word should really encompass updateRow. There's no reason to call these separately, and maybe that's what I'll do here. You see what's happening here, right? We have a function that says it's going to match the correct word, but it assumes that this is here. So I am going to do, and we have tests for these two separate things, but I'm going to put here a to do. Okay. Let's put this into the okay. So tomorrow we're going to make tests for the model, and here I may even think about, let's put that in the to-do. I'll even put this note here. Okay, we're going to make tests tomorrow, and then after that we're going to put these put the model into our main, and then see what breaks and whatnot, and then we'll be at the point where we tackle the dimmed keyword and even the thing with the users. But I'm already thinking we'll leave those bonus points for maybe a revisit. Maybe we'll have that be on a separate stream that we come back to that. But thank you for checking this out. Thank you for bearing with that silence. I'm glad we have DivKid to play the tunes while I'm talking silently, and we'll just catch everybody the next time.